Hey, welcome back. Hope everybody is having a great day, and thank you so much for joining me talking all things Masters of the Universe. Today, guys, we're going to be reviewing and semi-unboxing the brand new Eternia Wave 19 Anti-Eternia He-Man. We'll take a look at the figure in the packaging, the beautiful artwork it comes with. We'll take him out of the box right here, but we're going to keep him in this plastic present. But we'll look at all his items, and we'll take a much closer look at this version of Anti-Eternia He-Man up close. And we'll do some comparisons. As you can see, I do have my Origins version of Anti-Eternia He-Man. And also, we'll look at the classic version, thanks to Pixel Dan and Dark Horse Comics. Alright? Now, if you are new to my channel or first time watching, hope you will subscribe afterwards. Hope you'll hit that like button. And thank you so much for doing that. Hit the notification bell when I upload new videos. And please share this video. Whoever has a passion and a love for collecting all things Masters of the Universe. Without further ado, let's take a look at Anti-Eternia He-Man. And of course, I do apologize. I thought I picked up two from Big Bad Toy Store. That's where I got him from. But unfortunately, I did not. I guess I didn't. And he sold out. So hopefully when he does come back in stock, or if I can find a second version of this incredible figure, I will definitely, do a full unboxing with you guys. All right. But yeah, I thought, because I'm trying to be a part of the Double Up Club, everybody. So I'm trying to get one minty in box and one loose for the collection. But unfortunately, I guess I didn't hit two. And when I went back to buy another one, he sold out. And that's kind of like been like a trend, recently for the MasterVerse, is having one specific character in a wave that sells out. We had Ninjor, and then we had Cobra Khan, and now we have Anti-Eternia He-Man. But I mean, do you blame it? I mean, because this looks incredible, guys. Let's take a look close here, guys. All right. So you got, of course, you got the Mattel logo here. You got 30 points of matriculation, MasterVerse, of course, and there is old Anti-Eternia He-Man looking absolutely pure evil, right there. You can see his own version of his own power sword right there. Nice, beautiful glamour shot right there. Alright. Masters of the Universe, New Eternia, and of course there's He-Man right there. Alright. Side shot right there. A really good shot, side shot right there of Anti-Eternia He-Man. And I do apologize, guys, if you hear a dog barking. I do apologize for that. Here we go. Of course, you got that live action shot blended in with some beautiful artwork right there. All right. And what's cool about this, and we'll take a look at all the items that he comes with. I love the shield. I love the look right here. And, because he's part of the multiverse, or going through, like, multiverses, it says right there, Anti-Eternia He-Man seeks out the remains of Castle Grayskull to become the most powerful man in the multiverse. And what's cool about the shield is, as you can see, it houses all the different variants of He-Man, that he has fought and defeated, like New Avengers right there, like the 1987 movie version right there. And so now he's going to the main, like, He-Man universe to take on him. And I like that. And he takes their swords and he kind of, I guess, corrupts them with pure Anti-Eternia, evil or power. And I like that. And of course, there's the cross cell. And we'll be doing some reviews and unboxing with these guys with Mosquito and Mantana. All right. And of course, another shot right here of their version of Anti-Eternia Battle Cat right there. All right. This Battle Cat here was custom made from a good friend of mine, Jimmy Kellogg, right there. So it'd be kind of cool to get, this version too, like, for MasterVerse, some sort of like exclusive figure right there. All right. Let's go ahead and get old Anti-Eternia He-Man out of the packaging, guys. All right, so hang on. But first, let's get him out first. All right, here he is, Anti-Eternia, right there. And there's some big differences between what we got, from over the years from this very dark and evil version of He-Man. And when I think of like anti-Eternia He-Man, I feel like it's like a shadow type creature. You know, like He-Man was staring at his shadow. I know that's not the case. I know it's from a different universe. But when I think of anti-Eternia He-Man, I think of a shadow type creature that came to life and, you know, from a different universe and stuff like that. Maybe that was the case. I think this was was it a German, from a German comic book, I believe. I don't know. Let me know if you guys can tell me the origins, you know, of anti-Eternia He-Man. I know it was from a mini comic book, and I believe it was German, that, you know, from Germany, that created this. I think. But so let me know. All right. Let's get off the packaging out of here, guys. All right, first things first. All right, some things like, okay. Oh, wow, okay. All right. So a couple things to note is there's the swords. All right, so you have, that's not, you know, because normally we get these packages, guys, right here. All right, and it looks like it was sealed, like, very weirdly here. So I'm kind of curious about that, but... All right, because you can see, like, oops, oh, I'm so sorry, everybody. I do apologize for the shaky camera. But normally, it's not taped up like this. So this is kind of sus to me. So we're definitely going to open this up. Okay. So first things first, we get the, you know, the 1987 variant of the sword right here from He-Man. So, you know, from this point, you know, he's attacked that version of He-Man and defeated him right there. It's got a little bit of a bend to it, all right? Alright, and then you have the more of the new adventures of He-Man's sword right here, power sword, corrupted now with that pure anti-Eternia power, I guess. Alright, now let's go ahead and open up this packaging here. Alright. First things first, you have, I guess, the mullet here, the hair right there. So the helmet can be removed, and then you can pop on the hair right there. All right, so it looks like it's not going to be two different head sculpts right there. Oh, wow, what a cool shield. Okay, you got this beautiful, giant, beautiful shield here, and it looks like, you know, with every sword he finds, he can, like, of course, store it into the shield here. I don't know if there's a... There we go. So you got the shield right there that houses perfectly all the swords that he has, you know, fought He-Man with and defeated, and you can, you know, house them beautifully right here. So that's pretty cool. But no extra head sculpts. So basically the helmet right here, the anti-Eternia helmet, can be removed, and then you just slide the mullet here, or the hair piece, or the wig on top of anti-Eternia He-Man right there. Okay. All right, that works for me. All right, but beautifully detailed shield right there. You got the anti-Eternia, like, you know, face right there on top of the shield. It's got the gray and this beautiful ghostly white image right there. It looks very evil right there. All right, this back right here. Now on to anti-Eternia He-Man, very closely here. Amazing. And what they did was, you know, they kind of changed it up, you know, the overall armor look, as you can see, because in recent renditions of anti-Eternia He-Man, he also had that pure black armor with the red and stuff like that, as you can see with the Origins version and with the Classics version. And here's the Classics variant right here, guys, just to remind us. All right, so here's anti-Eternia He-Man. It came out in 2016, and as you can see, they kind of, you know, did what they did with Origins, or the Origins did what they did with Classics right here. Is give us, you know, the pure black armor with the kind of He-Man as cross right there, the battle axe, the shield and stuff like that, and there's the image what it looked like in the box right here. All right, here's his front to side right there. So yeah, so because I like that, because as we know, it's new Eternia, you know, versions of these characters. So changing it up is amazing. It could be kind of cool if the box said, you know, new anti-Eternia, not new Eternia. I thought that would have been a nice little trick to it. But still, it's fine. It's cool for what it is. Let's take a look at much closer detail of him. Of course, you have the helmet here, the anti-Eternia helmet right there. You get the face sculpt right there. You got the own version his own version of the power sword, of the anti-power sword, and it looks like it's in like it's got some sort of like effect to it right there. All right, got the gauntlets right there on the side. You got the skull right there, even the chest plate right there. I'm kind of curious if, hang on, I'm trying to think. Hang on, guys, hang on. All right, everybody, I'm back. I was trying to look for any of the other versions of He-Man that kind of mimics that somewhat, chest plate right there, with the character here. And, I've got a few right here. We got the 40th anniversary version right here. It's got more of that cross, kind of like similar to the, the anti-Eternia version. And then we have this version of Wave 1 He-Man, which is somewhat similar to the anti-Eternia, because you got the pot with the H right there. You got that. Oops. You have that. The He-Man, the chest plate from the original, and then you have this version. It's kind of the polar opposite because it's his doppelganger. So that's kind of like, I feel like the closest, because we have so many versions of He-Man. Hang on, there's another He-Man we have. Hang on. I think this one is probably gonna be the best one here. Yeah. So we have this version here as well. As you can see, he's got the. So yeah. All right. 'Cause I was trying to figure out, the chest plate looks beautiful, and I was trying to think, or look at all the versions of He-Man that he kind of best mimics in that evil pure way. And that right here with the armor. All right. Very cool, guys. All right, get these guys off to the side real fast. All right. Let's take a look. All right. So we got the sash right there. We got the boots. All right. Right from the back right here, you can see he can house, at least one of the power swords, or you can put all 3 power swords in that shield if you wish. Right there. Very cool, guys. All right, but there you go, everybody. There is, a look at the brand new anti-Eternia version of He-Man. I do apologize once again that I can't that I couldn't unbox it with you guys. But as soon as I get one, everybody, I will definitely unbox it with you guys. So I hope you guys will come back for me and join me for that. All right. So let me get this box back here. So hang on, I'm gonna put everything back to where it is, and I'll be right back, everybody. All right, everybody, we're back into pure box form again, guys. And once again, I do apologize. I hopefully I can find this version of anti-Eternia He-Man to do a full unboxing with you guys. So I do apologize for that. All right, but at least we got a good close look at him, and I hopefully that you will get this amazing version for your amazing collection, guys. And let me know in the comments below, your overall thoughts of this version of anti-Eternia He-Man. All right. So I'm going to take time now, of course, to thank my subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. All right, don't forget to hit the notification bell when I'll be doing new videos. And tomorrow we'll be taking a look and reviewing Mosquitor from the new Eternia line. Kind of curious that he was not new Etheria, not box art with Mosquitor, but that's not the point. So hopefully, and we'll do a full unboxing of Mosquitor tomorrow, guys. All right, so stay tuned for that. All right, so, and also I got Mantenna coming as well, and Stingor as well, the Mattel Creations exclusive. So a lot of reviews and unboxings to come. All right, so I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys real soon. Take care, and have a good one, everybody.